going on, guys? It's Wispin here and I'm back with another video, and today I think we're going to be doing a little bit of some money earning. So far on the server I haven't really focused on money whatsoever, and I feel like with the new additions of all the different shops that I've been adding in the last few days, and of course there are many more to come, but for now I think we should start trying to earn some money. I think the best way to earn money on the server would probably have to be doing deals with other players, like selling Pokemon and whatnot. But in terms of like just getting money from the server itself, so from selling things to the server or from NPCs, I think NPCs are probably the best way at the moment, but with the additions of all the new shops, maybe that'll change at some point. So what we need to actually do today is go ahead and get ourselves an amulet coin or a luck incense, which will allow us to get 2 times the amount of money from all the NPCs that we encounter in the wild, as well as any NPCs that aren't in the wild, like quest NPCs and things, but you guys know quests are disabled right now, so that won't be happening anytime soon. In order to craft an amulet coin, we need 2 gold and 5 string. I have the string. I don't think I have gold anywhere. So I think I'm going to have to go ahead and jump down into a cave and try to find myself a couple pieces of gold, which could be kind of a pain. Although we do have blaze powder, but no. Okay, I was going to say a luck incense is actually 2 blaze powder and 1 gold, I think. But still we need gold. So either way, we're going to have to find ourselves a cave. Now, I don't think I have my home set at a cave anymore. So we're just going to have to RTP out into the wilderness and hope that hopefully we can find one. Now, let's go ahead and just keep looking around. I don't know. I guess we should probably try to find an entrance. It looks like we ended up at someone's home, which is interesting. Ooh, wait, what? This is weird. Okay, so the reason why I say this is weird is because this is a rich boy NPC, which I haven't even added them to the NPC files yet, because I'm adding a few at a time just to make sure everything's going all right. So yeah, okay. He's totally broken. That's why. Okay, so he must just not have despawned from way back before NPCs broke. He should be fixed once I add back the NPC files for Rich Boy, which I'll do at some point in the future. I think what I'm going to do is add probably just a couple NPCs a day, whether it's the shop NPC or wild trainer NPC, just add a few a day, and that way we have updates on the server every single day. Yesterday I actually added 3 new NPCs. NPC trainers, which was the rancher, the swimmer, and the... what was the other one? Oh, okay. Rancher, swimmer, and the fisherman, which I think they give between... I think the swimmer was the lowest. He gives between $300 and $600. Then the fisherman gives between like $750 and $1,000, and then the last guy, the rancher, gives between like $1,000 and $1,250 or something like that. I put all the information on the Discord. Speaking of which, if you guys haven't actually joined the Discord, there's a link down in the description below. Make sure to come jump on there. That's pretty much where I put all of the announcements for updates to the server and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty nice to be a part of that. Now, all right, I'm going to grab this iron, and then we're going to go deeper into the cave and try to find ourselves some gold. I should probably just grab all the ores I see, just because I don't come mining too often. Well, this cave was a dead end, so I'm not sure if I should just dig straight down and hope I run into something, or try to find a different cave. I'm not sure what would be quicker. Although there's still tons of different ores around here. There's some bauxite here. Might as well grab that. I don't know if bauxite has any uses. I guess maybe aluminum plates could be useful for crafting like a PC, healer, fossil machine, all that kind of stuff. So I guess it's good to have it, but... was there another way down up here? I can't remember if there was separate paths somewhere up here. Maybe not. Maybe we should just go back down and try to dig around and hopefully run into some gold. I guess this cave is pretty big. I think we came in over there, and I don't think this is going to be anything. Oh, maybe it is. Okay, you know what? We'll take a look down here. Probably a dead end. Or did I just loop back around? I'm actually kind of confused now. Oh, okay, yeah, I just looped back around. So up there, I think, is where I came in. I could have came in over there too, though. So where do we go from here? I don't actually know. Maybe this way? We'll see if this leads to anywhere. Although, kind of feels like it's a dead end as well. So we might just have to go ahead and dig straight down and hope we run into a cave closer to where gold actually spawns in, because we're definitely up way too high right now. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna go for it, dig down, hopefully we run into something. Looks like we're running into some gravel, which is kind of annoying, but that's alright. We should be fine. Since we are digging down and not up, it's not falling on our head. Alright, here's a cave. I feel like, yeah, we're at 57 still, so we're not low enough just yet. Let me go ahead and grab this bauxite, and we'll dig a little bit lower. Maybe we can run into another cave, although our best bet might just be following the cave and seeing if it leads anywhere. I'm just going to go down. I'm just going to go for it. We're going to see what happens here. Hopefully we hit something before bed. Okay. Well, that was awkward. I completely forgot fall damage was a thing. I probably should have been a little bit more careful there. Okay. Alright, guys, so I went ahead and just teleported myself back to the coordinates that I was at when I died, just so that I can just go ahead and find some gold real quick so we don't have to end up looking for a whole new cave for another, like, hour. So we got an emerald here. I don't think that really has any value whatsoever, but at least we have one, I guess. I don't know. Maybe something's crafted with an emerald in Pixelmon. I have no idea. Let's keep looking around. Now, I found one gold. I would like a few more. I think we need 2 for the amulet coin. I think we only need 1 for the luck incense if we wanted to go that route. Both of them do the exact same thing, so it wouldn't really matter. But I think I want to get an amulet coin just because, I don't know. But we'll see. Maybe if I can't find 1 more gold anytime soon, then we'll just go ahead and settle for the luck incense. Although this is a pretty big cave, and we are at gold value, Y value. We're at Y27, so I think we should be able to find some. Oh yeah, here we go. We found the jackpot. This is actually quite a bit of gold. I think six gold here, which is pretty nice. Now I'm gonna go ahead and peek into this cave right here. Oh, there's actually some more over here. We gotta grab it now that we saw it. Let's just get as much as possible. It's not really used for much apart from the amulet coin, I don't think, but I guess it can't hurt to have it. So we might as well grab up as much as possible. This was actually a really big vein of gold as well, so getting pretty lucky there. How much do we actually have now? Wow, there is a lot there. That might have been 2 veins together or something. I thought they only spawned as maximums of 8, but that had to have been more than 8. And there's actually another ravine here, but I don't... Oh, more gold. Okay. Alright, guys, so I would have liked to keep looking around a little bit more, but my pickaxe did break. You can actually see more gold up there. There is some sapphires here and an emerald, but we don't have another pickaxe, so we're just going to have to go ahead, head home, and settle on 23 gold. I think that actually is more than enough for what we need. So we'll go ahead and just toss all of this stuff in the chest for now. And actually, do we have any diamonds? I don't think we do. I don't think we have any diamonds at all. So we got a couple sticks here. We can go ahead and grab those. And then what are we going to craft a pickaxe out of? I guess sapphires would be fine. It's the same as ruby in terms of like durability and whatnot. So I guess that's all right. We'll go ahead and have a sapphire pickaxe for now. Let's go ahead and grab up our 2 gold and craft ourselves the amulet coin. So all you got to do is just go like that. And then we go ahead and put it on one of our Pokemon. Now, all right. So how are we going to do this? I want to keep leveling up my Gyarados, but I also want the money. So what I think I'm going to do is go ahead and put the amulet coin on like Scyther, for example, and then, or you know what, let's go with Altaria just because it's a higher level. So we'll put the amulet coin on Altaria, we'll have our EXP all turned on, and then we'll have the lucky egg on our Gyarados, so our Gyarados still gets the double experience. And now we just have a mission of finding an NPC, which might be a little bit tricky. They only spawn in a few different biomes at the moment. I think like Extreme Hills, Beach, and Plains biome might be the only biomes they even spawn in. Luckily, we're in a Plains biome. Unluckily, I'm not seeing any NPCs around here. Heading to spawn might be our best bet. Alright guys, so I'm not at spawn anymore, but we do have an NPC trainer here, so let's go ahead and test out this amulet coin. Alright, so a level 31, and this is a fisherman, so I think we're probably going to get, if I had to guess, just under $2,000 because of the amulet coin. Normally we'd get half that. But these NPCs are guaranteed to have a minimum of 3 Pokemon, so that means that they are a little bit more challenging than they used to be when you could find NPCs with 1 Pokemon. But I think it still makes them a little bit more fun, plus you get more experience, so that's always good. Our Altaria is actually level 48 now, which is pretty cool, and it looks like he actually has more than 3 Pokemon. He's up to 4 now. Ice Fang, that is actually a really good move, so we'll replace Twister since we already have a Dragon-type move on him. And Starmie actually not going to get 1-shot, but 2-shot. And that is 5 Pokemon or 6 Pokemon. I lost count. I lost count after 4, but there we go. We went ahead and actually beat him. And how much money are we going to get? 1860. So yeah, I was right. Just under 2,000 Pokecoins, which is actually pretty helpful. So if we go ahead and check our BAL, let me go ahead and actually turn up the, there we go, 28,585. So I'm going to go ahead and find myself another NPC. We'll battle him, and we'll see how much we actually get from that as well. Alright guys, so here is a rancher NPC. They actually give a little bit more than the fisherman counterparts, I think. Or they give about the same. I'm not entirely sure. It's something like that. I think maybe they give the same, but they have the chance to be a higher level, and higher level NPCs always give more money. So if you were wondering how that works, level does affect how much money they actually give. But let's go ahead and keep using Dragon Pulse. We'll see if we can take him out. He's a Blaziken, which is pretty cool. But let's see. Okay, there we go. And he has a what is it, Mareep? It says right there. I don't know why I couldn't figure out the name. That was kind of weird. But these ranchers actually are guaranteed to have a minimum of 4 Pokemon rather than 3. So every single time you battle them, they will be a little bit of a challenge if you're around their level. Now, he actually might take my Altaria out right now because he's paralyzed and we're out of PP on Dragon Pulse, which means we're stuck with just spamming out Peck, which doesn't do the most amount of damage. Double Team. By moving rapidly, the user makes illusory I can't speak English, copies of itself to raise its evasiveness. Now, that's basically just increase evasiveness. I don't think we need that. We'll be fine without it. So we're going to skip on that one. Let's go ahead and go with the Gyarados. Now, I think since we already used the Amulet Coin on our Altaria, we get double the money. Although, since it fainted, that might not be the case. I guess we'll just have to find out. That disabled my... Okay, and he avoided my Stone Edge. But there we go. We took him out. And how much money are we actually going to get here? 2,040. So yeah, we did get double money even though our Altaria fainted halfway through the battle. Let me go ahead and head back to spawn. And let's take a look at our balance real quick. 30,625. So we're doing pretty good on money. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look over at the shop and see what you can actually sell things for. And if there are any other good ways to make money. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, let's go home and look in our TM. Okay, so the shop at the moment has bug-type TMs. Infestation, we're never going to use Infestation. It has Ice-type and Fairy-type. We don't actually... I mean, we have Dazzling Gleam, but I want to keep Dazzling Gleam because I actually like it quite a bit. So, Infestation is the only one we actually have to sell, but since we're trying to make money this episode, let's go ahead and just sell it. Warp Shop. And take a look in here. So you can sell Pokeballs for 15 each, which, is it really worth it? Probably not. However, if we go ahead and actually, before we sell that Infestation, actually, Evo Stones you can sell for 1,000 each, which, not 1,000 each. You can buy them for 1,000 each, sell them for 100 each. If you want to farm Water Stones out in the ocean with a Fortune Pickaxe, it could be worth it. I'm not entirely sure on that one, though. But if you come down here, you don't actually have to go to the bug-type TM shop to sell your TMs to the bug-type. You can sell any item at any NPC. So if we look here, it actually, Infestation costs 1,200, or 12,000 rather. So that means that selling it is going to go ahead and give you 1,200 because it's 1/10 the price. So if you had an X-Scissor TM, you could sell it for 2,400. But let's go ahead and sell this Infestation TM since we're probably never going to use it. And we got ourselves a little bit more money. So we're up to 31,825. So, I mean, is selling stuff really viable yet? Probably not. I'd say the best way to make money is to either breed really high IV Pokemon with like good abilities and natures, and then go ahead and sell those to some of the richer players on the server that are looking for those type of Pokemon, or go ahead and sell things like shinies, legendaries, somehow get yourself into that market, like buying legendaries cheap and selling them a little bit more. I don't know. Really, it's just kind of, if you have valuable stuff, you can, of course, sell it for more. But battling NPCs really isn't that bad of a way to make money. I mean, you can get up to $2,000 off of a single NPC. I think actually you can get up to about $2,500 at the moment off of one NPC. And of course, I'll be adding in more NPCs. I think the rich boys will probably be NPCs that spawn in the wild. I think the plan is to make them level 80 plus, so 80 to 100, and they'll give between probably $5,000 and $10,000 just by battling them. So things like that will definitely help out in the future, and those should be added sometime in the next week or so. So make sure to keep an eye out for those. All right, let's take a look in the GTS and see what things are actually listed for, because I have no idea. Now, the one thing you have to keep in mind when looking in the GTS is that if things feel really overpriced, that's probably because the things that were going for a good price got purchased. So, for example, if someone is trying to sell this, okay, Shedskin Jolly level 7 or level 1 Dratini for 100,000. I don't think anyone's going to pay 100,000 for a level 1 Dratini, so that's why it hasn't sold. But if someone had put a Dratini in there for maybe 1,000 or something, or 2,000 even, maybe even 5,000, I don't know, someone might actually have bought it, and that's why it's not in here. So if you want to get the good deals, you're probably going to have to stay on these back pages and just pay attention to when things are first added, because the things that have stayed in there for a long time, most likely other people don't want, so they're probably not the best of deals. Let's see, 850,000 for a shiny Celebi. I mean, not really worth it. I mean, if you're a big fan of Celebi, maybe, but I'm not the biggest fan, so probably not the best deal for me, and plus we have nowhere near that much money. Although on my old account, I did have a few million, so we could have bought it if we wanted. Now, okay, this Seadra, Relaxed Nature, it's only going for 2,000, so I guess it's okay. But yeah, just try to get those good natures on your Pokemon with breeding and whatnot, and then go ahead and sell them in the GTS. Really, you only need to get a couple sets of Pokemon that are good. Like for example, focus on one Pokemon. Like, say you want to sell Dratinis, then focus on getting the best Dratinis you possibly can out of the daycare, and then you'll be able to pretty easily get more of them just by breeding. Once you get like the perfect ones, you can just breed the 2 perfect ones that you get, and then get more perfect ones a little bit easier than someone just joining the server. And so they'll look to buy them from you rather than doing all that work themselves. And hopefully that makes sense. So basically just try to focus on one thing. NPC trainers are really good for making money at the start, but I think overall the best way is going to be selling things to other players. There's actually a fisherman NPC down here on the beach. This guy might battle it. No. Oh, man. I'm always too late. I feel like every time I see something cool that I want to battle, someone else just jumps right in front of me and swoops away. So, yeah, okay. So the reason I've kind of been focusing this whole episode on how to make money is because I get that question constantly. And up until just, I mean, since the NPCs broke, I've never really had a focused way to make money on the server. But what I think I'm going to do is actually every single item that I add to the store is sellable. So you can't sell anything you don't see in the store, if that makes sense. Sometimes I confuse myself, but like if the item isn't in the store, you won't be able to sell it. But if you do see the item in the store, there's 100% guarantee that you can sell it, at least at the moment. I might add things later on that you can't sell, although I don't really see a reason why I would do that. I can always just add it super cheap for the sell price if it's a problem. But okay, so what am I doing over here at the shrines? You guys, there's a rancher NPC over here, quick. Oh, actually, a couple of them, wow. Okay, we gotta get to these guys quick, and we actually need to heal up before we get into battle. I don't want someone to fly over in front of me and take him from me. Level 39, too. Okay, this is gonna give us a lot of money. Alright, let's see. Dragon Pulse. Didn't do that much damage, but disabled again. Okay. These dang Psyducks, or whatever these things, Golducks. Every time. Okay, I don't know what's... The name is right there. I don't know why I can't get it right. Alright, there we go. 1 down, and Dragon Pulse no longer disabled, which is good. Got a lot of experience from that. And go ahead and Dragon Pulse against this Tepig. Okay. He took recoil damage and killed himself. That's helpful. And now we have the Flaffy. Let's go ahead and Dragon Pulse again. And Discharge. Altaria fainted, unfortunately, but we're going to send out Gyarados. Try to go with, I guess, a Stone Edge. Yeah, okay, we took him out, and I think might be his last Pokemon, although he could have 6. I don't know for sure. Hopefully he doesn't have Milk Drink on this Miltank. That would be really unfortunate. Looks like he's just using Defense Curl at the moment, which is pretty good. Body Slam, that did a lot of damage. This Miltank is 6 levels above us, so that's why it's doing a lot more. Oh, Scyther's down. Alright, Camera up. Come on, Earth Power. And that did enough to take out the Miltank. Next up, we have a Psyduck, which should be easy enough to take out, I think. Let's go with a Magnitude. Oh, wow. We just got wrecked by this Psyduck. I should not have said anything. I shouldn't have said he would be easy to take out. That was my mistake. All right, Poison Powder, and then Venoshock. I always forget, actually, how good my Ivysaur, guys, it's a Venusaur. I think we got 2,300 there. It kind of went over really quick, so I didn't actually see exactly how much we got. But if we check our balance, we are actually up to /bal. We are up to 34,000. We were at, I think, 28,000 at the start of this episode. So I mean, pretty good amount of money for a short period of time. We have another NPC here. Let's go ahead and battle him real quick, and then I'll go ahead and pick out the winner for the giveaway from the last episode. So, alright, Ponyta. I guess just spam Dragon Pulse. It's really our only good move on our Altaria. So, alright, next up we got ourselves a Rapidash. Are we able to take him out with our Altaria? It looks like our Altaria is doing pretty good at the moment, although we avoided the attack there. Okay, that's good, and we should be good to go here. And what is up next? Okay, a Blaziken. A lot of fire types from this guy. Not sure why that is. He's not actually like a fire type NPC, so it's kind of weird. I guess maybe just randomness. He's got the chicken Pokemon, he got the horse Pokemon, he's got the Tepigs, which are the pig Pokemon, and then the ducks. Not sure if ducks are ducks on ranches. Is that how that works? Because he's a rancher. Alright, Toxic Spikes. I guess we'll replace Knockoff. I don't know. Psyduck. There we go. And one more, and he should take him out. And he has a Torchic, which is another chicken here. A little bit of a lower evolution than the Blaziken, but still. There we go. Okay, so how much did we get from that? 2,200. All right, that's pretty good. Not bad at all. We have a ton of money. Like I said, getting money from NPCs probably the best way to go at the moment, apart from selling things to other players. But with selling things to other players, it actually requires a lot more work because you need to find things that are actually valuable. And generally, things that are valuable are rarer and harder to obtain. So if you find something that a lot of people want and they don't know how to get it, then I guess you're good to go. But apart from that, Trainer is probably the best bet. And there's actually a ton of these guys around here. I kind of feel bad leaving him, but I can't just keep battling the same NPC over and over. Alright guys, so I have the video loaded up from yesterday, and we're going to go ahead and see who is the winner of the event key from the last episode. So let's just go ahead and pick a random comment. And there we go, all new era. You will have your event key next time you log into the server. If you don't actually have it in your inventory when you log on, just make sure to go ahead and message me either on Discord or if you see me online, and I'll make sure to hook you up with it. Alright guys, since I pretty much made this video into a how to make money here on the server video, I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here. If you guys do want a chance to win, you know what, let's do something new. I've never done this before, and I think it's going to be pretty cool. I'll probably only do it once, maybe sometime way in the future, but what I'm going to be giving away today is your choice of any legendary Pokemon here on the server. So if you want a Deoxys, you can have a Deoxys. If you want a Regigigas, if you want a Moltres for some reason, or a Celebi, or I can't even think of any other legendaries. I could have just listed them off, but you get the point. Whatever legendary you want, you will get if you go ahead and win the giveaway. In order to enter, all you have to do is go ahead and subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, comment down below with your in-game name, and of course, let me know which legendary it is that you actually want. And that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.